Hey guys, and today we're gonna be making a Pokeswap tier list. Yeah, I've read everything, and I'm now able to make a tier list of based off what I think, or based off their descriptions mainly, and if I like the character too. So yeah, and we're gonna get started with my goat Blaziken, who's my favorite Pokemon literally of all time. So he's going to S tier. Now that may seem as Glaze and a little biased, and just because he's the best starter, doesn't mean anything. But if I'm being honest, description wise, he's mad cool. He helped Raichu, which we'll better get into. He helped Raichu grow up. He basically his older brother, and he pretty good for that. And he's pretty tough too. So, and his fit, I love his fit a lot. I mess with it. So yeah, no explanation gotta be put on that one. Now Raichu, he's cool too. That dude is a B tier, almost A tier, honestly. That's very debatable if you want to put A tier. I don't care. You could. He is cool, energetic, makes hotcakes all the time too. They probably are pretty good if they ever did make him. And yeah, I mess with him a lot though. But yeah, honestly, he just got a cool design. I ain't gonna lie. He just got a cool design. Now let's get into it with F tier off merit. I've read that description now 2 times, and I can tell you with great confidence, I do not like the character, and it's the worst character in the whole entire thing of Pokeswap. And that's all I have to say. I do not like spoiled characters at all. Just like I don't like shy characters in anime, like shy girl anime characters and stuff. It's stupid and it gets annoying to see. So yeah, she's spoiled, and I know that she learns and she start probably opening up more and stuff, but shopping, bag spending, like if she say she did get with Blaziken somehow in some universe, or a Tamagotchi that somehow happens for whatever reason, which I hope never happens. I don't hope that it's not impossible, right? This dude's bank account gonna be looking zero. He couldn't, here's some little pay attention, but like, listen, here's a little detail. This man Blaziken couldn't even afford a Master Ball that was like 500, whatever the currency, I forgot, the Poke Dollars or something like that. He couldn't even afford a Master Ball that was 500 Poke Dollars for Raichu, and in one of his flip notes on his YouTube channel, which I don't know why I remember that, but yeah. You think this dude gonna be able to go to the store and get all these designer brands? Are you serious right now? No. That dude is probably broke if he couldn't afford that. He might be a bum, which, I mean, hey, I'm not a bum, but I understand game when it comes to being not too rich or not having too much bread. But yeah, no. F tier. KK, A tier. Love KK so much. KK is an amazing character. I mess with KK heavy. She's definitely probably one up there with one of my favorites for real. Love KK though. Her design, her fit is pretty cool. I like the fit. I like that little green junk. Look like something from JoJo Part 5 at the end with Jodeci. So yeah, I mess with it though, and I mess with her, and that's pretty much it. So let's move on. Gardevoir. Her backstory is so goofy, man. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm looking at the real site, it's a little goofy, but disregarding the random, I forgot the dude's name. I ain't gonna lie. That's how random bro was. But regarding the dude getting probably sniped by Inteleon, yeah, she's good. She a B tier. She cooks, and she honestly, even though she went through that hard moment right there, with losing who probably would have been a lover, but losing her friend like that and lover probably too. Honestly, that's a W, because she was able to move on from that and make her own restaurant, even though after her parents closed. So that's pretty good. I mess with it, even though she looks annoyed in that photo. I ain't gonna lie. Aaron, yeah, Aaron's pretty cool too. She a B tier. I like Aaron, but no backstory. I honestly, she should become like a twist villain. That's what I was saying when I first read that. But she's pretty cool though. She saved Raichu too, so that's that good right there. I like that. And that side beam attack photo was pretty tough. I ain't gonna lie. Now, Lily is obsessed with armor and like adventures. So she probably like Final Fantasy, like games like that, and Link, like Legend of Zelda. I don't blame her. They're good games, but she's a C tier because I ain't too big on armor. Also, apparently these two dated. Like Gardevoir and Blazing dated. Aaron, I think they dated too. Lily dated too. I like how they've always dated a Gardevoir. This dude's dated only Gardevoirs, I think. I think he's only dated Gardevoirs, which is like, hey, Gardevoir is my second favorite Pokemon of all time, and was the duo I was running on Emerald, was Blaziken and Gardevoir. But Dali, this dude was trying so hard, bro. But he kind of like knows, like, this ain't gonna work out, man. So, shoot. But yeah, no, C tier. She cool though, but she alright. She ain't that as good as Aaron or any of these other people. Now Tyken, he's that edgelord part. He has a tough fit. So instead of being D tier, I just give him low C tier because I almost gave him D tier right there because of that edgelord junk. This dude was he was like, oh, bro, Blaziken and Gardevoir, like they're just too goated. I gotta get better. And then he did get better. And he did get cooler. He had to fit on. He just acting like an edgelord ain't the move though. But he kind of look like an edgelord. So, I mean, just look at bro. Come on now. But yeah, nah, that wasn't the move. Bro definitely like Shadow the Hedgehog though. I mean, he second favorite Sonic character. But dude, come on now. Edgelord, yeah. That ain't the move, gang. Swampert, I like this dude. That dude's a high C tier. Actually, no, that's a low B tier right there. Swampert, he's a goober. And I like his Mudkip form so much. That Mudkip drawing, I love that so much. But other than that, yeah, he's lower B tier. He doesn't even have a description. So I should have put him in no desk. But he appeared in other people's description before. So I'm going to count him as his B tier. Natalie, she cool. I like her fits mainly. She's really good at fits, but shoot, she a C tier, almost D tier, honestly. Cause I mean, she ain't too interesting in my eyes. Though she was gifted at birth, and she really was. It wasn't like no, like, oh, they thought she was. No, she really was, which is good. But I'm like, other than that, not too much. Now, it's like Mayo Suto or something like that. I forgot her name. I'm gonna have to say a D tier. Cause first I read that story, it was alright. I ain't gonna lie. That's my opinion though. It was alright. But then, other than that, this dude had the audacity to accuse Blaziken of stealing? Are we serious right now? I know bro probably broke, but like, yeah, no. I know they became friends after that too, but I'm just saying, no. And then also the nail in the coffin for not getting a C tier was saying that she likes tight fits, and every photo I saw was a mostly tight fit, and I'm not a tight fit guy. I do not like tight fit at all. I don't even like really skinny jeans. I don't like none of that junk. I don't like fits that are tight. They gotta be loose. They gotta be open. I gotta be able to breathe. This girl like her junk mad tight. I'm like, almost had it, but no. Ruby, yeah, that's an A tier right there. Ruby, love Ruby so much, but that backstory is, it's something. Yeah, it's something, all right. Yeah, having to eat Blissey, her friend Blissey or whatever. That was a little stupid. I ain't gonna hold you, cause I'm like, well, I forgot her name, but like, I know there's Blissey. I had to search up if Blissey had the egg, if that was the one with the egg, or if that was Chansey, cause I always get confused. But I was so confused on seeing that Blissey had to get in to have Ruby be able to escape that cave. I was thinking, oh shoot, I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be like some Obito junk, right? No, it was like they get trapped in the cave. I'm thinking, oh, the rock's about to go and crash on like one on Blissey, and then they're gonna be all cooked, and then they're gonna give them like a soft boiled egg, and then they're gonna get out. That's how I was thinking it was gonna be writing, like, oh, they get caught, oh, get crushed, like, oh, here's my last gift, like how Kakashi did with, or Obito did with Kakashi, right? Give them the soft boiled egg so she can get out, and then she gets a hat too, or visor, right? but it wrote out a little stupider. I ain't gonna hold you. It was written like, instead of that, it was like, oh, they get trapped in the cave, they start starving, it's been days on end, it's getting darker, anxiety's building up. I'm like, okay, the tension, everything is written well, but then it's like, all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm like, oh, I gotta get eaten. I literally said that to myself while I was reading. I was like, oh, that's a joke. I was like, no, there's no way. But no, like, she had to eat Blissey, or her own friend, just to get out. And I'm like, why not just soft boiled? I'm like, what are you doing? Your whole entire Blissey, you could have soft boil. You have a whole pouch meant for just to heal. That's a whole move. But I'm like, maybe she didn't learn soft boil for some reason. For whatever reason, maybe upon evolution, she just never learned it, and it's just got either a genetic condition, or she just didn't put no work in to learn the move or something. I don't even know how that's possible. I was so confused. I'm like, just give him a soft boil, then boom. Ruby could probably beat the junk down with like a takedown or something. I mean, she bad big anyways, and get out. But no, that didn't write out like that, and it was a little dumb. I ain't gonna lie to you. But other than that, everything else is pretty good about her, and I still like her a lot. And then I like the dynamic between her and Blaziken. I do mess with that a lot. So they're probably gonna get together. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, they too tough. And this girl weighs a boatload of pounds too. Like, don't get me on to starting them out that, because oh my gosh, that scale couldn't even say a number. I thought that song said help. It probably did say help, because that junk is probably never gonna be able to calculate. But regardless, A tier. Ages, no description, but he's pretty cool looking. Okay, we got Sans. He's a C tier. Got Hitman. Actually, he's a higher C tier. Yeah, no, I mess with that. Hitmon, Virus, basically. Yeah, we got them right behind her. They're pretty cool. I like them a lot. No description technically, but has mentioned in one of them. I'm not gonna lie, I do mess with the Philo Bunny, so we're gonna give her a C tier. Though she's nice, but there's no description. So it's both. S-Bond has no description at all. But if I have to rate the fit, it's in almost F tier. That's a B tier. That's a JoJo looking fit if I've ever seen one. And Meg. Meg is pretty cool, and I do mess with Meg a little bit, so I'll give her a B tier. And there's the list right there. There's my list of Pokeswap right there. And I mean, I've been messing with it. I've been messing with Randy with a little bit, just type it, you know. I mess with his content. I mess with Pokemon a lot. I want to animate that junk one day. If I get good at animation like I'm practicing right now, I will animate that junk. That's a promise. I'm thinking about doing my own little spin-off thing too. I was always thinking about doing this already though, but make my own little spin-off but with Blaziken, but not with his, but like my own and stuff. I want to make like a 90s like hip-hop documentary thing, like where it's not like a documentary, but it's like in the slums, you know, where it's just a bunch of Blazikens, and it's just like how like maybe the crack epidemic in the 80s, like with like black folk and stuff like that, but instead of people, it's gonna be Blaziken. It's gonna probably be gang wars with Lucario. That would go tough, I ain't gonna lie. But like literally Crips and Bloods, but with Blaziken and Lucario, you know how tough that would be. That would be pretty well. If I could do that, I would do so good on that. I would make some samples for that junk. I would literally go and start like producing stuff, some 90s samples, make some boom bap for it, everything. But I want to make that an animation. That's gonna take a lot of time to go and just get that work in, and to be able to draw Blaziken, because I still can't draw him from nothing, and that's my favorite Pokemon. But I could draw probably every other one that I like almost. But other than that, this is pretty much a tier list. I still have a few gripes. Like I already addressed one of them in a Twitter post, but like female characters, if you look at them, a lot of them have a similar body type. I ain't gonna lie, I had a gripe with that. I was like, this is kind of like something like Oda would do. Oda does it for money, mainly, because of teenage boys like that. They're gonna buy stuff like that, right? And I was like, I kind of wish he would make some like variation, because the dudes, you got Swampert, big muscular. Then you have Raichu. He's very tiny. He's a little small, but he's real cool, and he's really like zip zap. You know, right? Because he's electric type. But Blaziken, he's like muscular, but more like slim. He almost has a body type like mine, but if he was a little more stronger, definitely, because muscles are coming in, but they ain't like that probably. But yeah, you have all this, and then you have the girls, and I was like gonna gripe about how I'm just either they're like really big, and then they're like, you know, the hips are really wide, and you know, chests are really big, and that's like most of them. And I was like having a little gripe about that, because I was like, I don't want them to just have no variation. Like, I'm pretty sure you will. Like, look at Esumon and like Lopunny, but they look like Esumon and Lopunny look like they actually would, but just like a little more curvier, maybe you're not. You know, Gardevoir, all the Gardevoirs except maybe Aaron look, or maybe even Gardevoir too. Honestly, all the Gardevoirs except Lily, because Lily looks different, like more like a Gardevoir, like a traditional one you see from Pokemon, and the other two kind of look like some you would see on like some like fan art. No offense. And I'm like, I just had a tiny gripe about that, because I didn't want it to just be like, I didn't want it to somehow turn into like some stuff where like only people who are gooners freaking like that junk, and they're just all about it. You know, I didn't want it to be like that. Personally, just to me, it don't matter. If he want to do that, he gonna do that. I was just making like a little thing, and he already responded to that. So shoot, I'm just saying. But other than that, I got a little gripe I had. Everything else is pretty good. I like it. So that's pretty much the tier list. So yeah.